Here is the flip side of the coin. The coin of my bubbly, joyful, happy me is the brainiac, still divinely inspired, motivated other part of me, the serious part, the part that when there's something that isn't right, when there is an injustice, I can't just be like quiet about it. I just can't shut up. Like I don't even know where the ignition comes from, but I know where it's driving me, and I'm just like, so I get, um, I get these dreams that I had, and they were good. They were good dreams. Only thing is, the first dream that I had, I only remember one part, and it's the one part that I had to come into a realization of right now. Um, it's tricky looking at this little circle that I can't even visibly see, but I know that it's important for me to look at the camera. So I'm gonna look at the camera, and I'm just going to. I mean, I'm gonna look around the room too. Okay, it's gonna happen. Because again, there's other stuff that's so more inviting to look at. I guess I'm my bubbly self no matter what. But I had to go into like super vigilant mode, and I didn't even try to go into super vigilant mode. So, um, since I'm vlogging and I'm sharing everything that's going on in my life, right? For the most part, I was here, bubbly as can be, playing solitaire, minding my business. I'm in a very highly, supposedly, supposedly, I mean, energetically, yes, but it's supposedly a highly secured building, right? A building where it records when I come and when I go for safety reasons. I've been a public safety officer. I wouldn't say I've been a public safety officer longer than that individual, but for safety reasons, they must know who and whatever. Like I got over it already. Like I've been over it. Like I know privacy is a misnomer. I don't care. I really don't care. I just like to pretend sometimes. Like don't be so blatantly obvious with your nosy. Like peek through my webcam and peek through my telephone. Do it discreetly. They're not discreet about this shit at all. It's like, Miss Bay, we want to make sure you're safe. We're watching you. You got a card, your son got a card, and your card is this card. So don't use his card, and he's not gonna use your card. Whatever. I'm gonna use whatever opens the door. Okay. Okay. Like I'm gonna use the code until the code don't work no more. I'm not even gonna be using that card. I'm gonna carry both of them, and I'm gonna use whichever one. Like, and I feel like the training. I don't know. I can't back out because it's gonna help so many people. So many people are just so unaware, and I find every time I write a correspondence, and especially if it's business wise, and especially if it has to deal with law, it has the same freaking tone, and I'm just like, why? Why are we even having this conversation? So let's back it up. I'm here minding my business, playing solitude, and my focus is just to get to 1,200 coins so I can play for some actual cash, right? That's it. I've filled my gut. I've eaten I made some mushroom soup, people, to live for. Okay, I'm gonna warm it up and finish the rest of it actually once I finish this. So I I got a tummy full. I've done some content creating. I'm feeling good. I made a bold move. I want to say I made this bold move after my last video vlog. So after my last video vlog, I was still feeling cheerful and everything, and then I was like, you know what? Something came to me. I got an inkling, right? And so I followed the inkling, and I was like, it took me a while. No. No, I'm fibbing. I'm fibbing. I did the inkling before the last vlog, and I was kind of hyped afterwards, like, oh, I did it, I did it, I did it. And I just did not know that I was expected to work too. But a lot of stuff transpired during this recent full moon, people. And some of the details I cannot share all of them, but I can share some. So you know about my earthing. You know that I did a lot of grounding. I did a lot of internal work. I did some external work, and I went with the flow. The divine flow, and I spent some time with my aunt. That was very dynamic and wonderful, and it was just great. Like the next day, she called me super excited that excuse me, one of the people that she admires deeply, that she watches a lot on YouTube, and she's a huge fan of, reached out directly to her. So, like, the magic is flowing, people. But what I did not share is when I left my aunt, right? Um, I ended up outside of a location very close to Seneca Village. I could see Seneca Village from where I was standing. And, I opted to travel with um, just grace and with peace. Like, I just was not going to, first of all, struggle with any stairs, even though there was an elevator at this particular station. But it was kind of, not cold, not hot, just a nice fresh air. And so I waited for my connecting bus for about, I want to say 20 minutes. And I found a little thing that I could lean up, almost sit on. It was practically sitting, right? And as I was practically sitting there, a motor car came. And I was just like, who's about to get out? I was so hyped. Like, who is it? Who is it? I don't even know why this stuff resonates with me. Like, I know and I accept it. But, you know, if I don't know what the timeline is. Like, I put in my brain a timeline, but I really, really don't know what the timeline is for this expectation of me to fulfill what I must fulfill. I really don't know. Like, my timeline could be completely different from divine timeline. And I think divine timeline can fluctuate according to what's happening, right? So we all have divinity within us, right? But all of us is not conscious of it. But people know that there is something out there. So I think people are just literally praying their behinds off, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, it would be great for people to recognize that they have divinity within themselves instead of looking outside themselves for solutions. You know what I mean? But since, some people know that the answers are within, some people think the answers are without. So the people that think that the answers are without are like putting so much energy into finding a solution. And so the moving parts that are part of the solution, which I'm just one part of, are getting pushed. Like, we're getting pushed, and it's just like, I just want to kind of just be and enjoy some other things. Like, I know that I have to do this. Like, I got it. I get it. Like, you let me know. You let me know repeatedly. I accept it. I mean, even though I do have free will and I can reject it, but it will be great, and so I'm gonna do it. And it's not a long time, and but I don't know anybody that has done what I'm being pushed to do. Like, I've never even studied it yet. So in my mind, I'm like, I have to go to school, right? I have to study how this even works, right? But the more I see unfolding, the more I kind of feel like is that even going to happen? Or it is, and when I do go to school, because I am going to go to school because I want to do it correctly, which of course working from the divine is correct, but I also want to exercise diplomacy where it's just not who the hell is this radical person? I have to be able to communicate. There's things I need to work on before I'm able to even step into this role that's being presented to me of service, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what the holy fucks? What the fucks, right? So, I don't know. Like, I see in my mind, I finish a lot of things quickly, right? And then I have time after I finish these things to kind of just be doing other stuff like my art and my music and my businesses so that I can actually build up the momentum that it's going to take. Although the momentum seems to exist because people want a solution and people want a solution. So the momentum is actually there. But in my mind, it's like I have to build up the momentum because who knows me? Who knows me outside of some elites? Like I only have like 300 people that's even watching my YouTube if they watch it all the time. And there's nobody even in here right now. Like somebody watching this. Maybe somebody will watch it later. I don't know. But yeah, like who the heck knows me? And I guess enough people do. But that's my logic. My logic is like, you know. But in reality, if I look at our recent history, like say the last 20 years, right? There were people I didn't know. But as soon as I seen them, I knew what I had to do. You know what I mean? So that's all I can really talk about um, in this subject matter. The subject matter is me being prepared for a role of service, and I'm excited. Now I'm excited. Okay, don't think that it doesn't come with exciting things that I never even knew existed, that I just recently found out existed, and I'm like, how do I get to go there? I want to go there, and I know they're not going to let me go there as a regular civilian, and I'm aged out of the fucking military already. Not really aged out, just too too old to join. Hey, you think they would take my public safety? They like, bitch, you gotta climb walls to get through basic training. No, I'm like, I know, I'm not here for that type of service. I know. And so I made mention in my audio how I was in a warrior mode, which I reference me when I'm dealing with legalities, right? And um, I just thought it was done. Because the immediate issue was resolved, but nonetheless, the deeper issue was not resolved and it's still actually pending. And I need to delegate. I need to delegate. And I recognize I needed to delegate after. Okay, so I go downstairs. First of all, I did not go to. My plan was to go at a certain time, right? That was my plan. They gave me a little note, put a little letter in the door. When the whole time I have this device in front of my door. Now I knew, they didn't tell me, but I knew this device that allows me to see the front of the building allows people to see me too, right? I intuitively knew that. And so because this device is placed in different spaces and it's conspicuous. It's not inconspicuous. It's a big ass device. And you can tell that it's a two-way, you know what I mean? It allows you to speak both ways, so obviously it allows you to see both ways, right? Just like this right here that we're looking at right now, right? So I knew that, and like, you know, me playing pretend, like audio is audio, so there's no way to deflect that unless you like put on some loud music and talk really low like that, you know, maybe you could deflect it, you know, maybe cover your lips if it's showing, you know. Well, who wants to do all of that shit? You know what I mean? But anyway, nonetheless, I stopped caring. I stopped. I just stopped caring. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna be me because what difference does it make anyway? Even in my own home, right? Even in my own home, my own dream home, they could still send those motherfucking, what's those things? Drones to peek in my motherfucking windows if they really, really wanted to and just use whatever devices. And if it's a smart home, like, what privacy do we have? None. So what the fuck are we wearing clothes for? Like, I should have been able to just go downstairs comfortable the way I was dressed and nobody would look another way because what the fuck? You're peeking at me any fucking way. So anyway, though, this device, right? I want to show you guys what this device looks like, okay? Because it looks like just a doorbell, and to the common person, they would think, "Oh, this is just for the door, right?" But today, and I knew it, like I knew it. I swear I knew it, but I just did not expect it. Like again, be discreet. Be discreet. Don't be so fucking obvious with these peekings, right? So I'll show you what it look like. 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 Y'all see it? Oh, this is what it look like. This is what it looked like. This device right here. It's a phone. See the monitor. It's got settings, yada yada yada. I'm not putting it to my phone, to my cell phone. Well, how would I put that to my cell phone, right? I don't know what this is. Maybe that's the battery. Whatever. Let me show you what it does. Shows you the front door and shit. Somebody got their bike right there. You can see the front of the building if somebody rings the doorbell. This button supposedly allows me to talk and yada yada yada. Blah blah blah, right? Boom. I knew that it was two ways, right? That I knew. That I knew. That I knew. I knew. What I did not know, what I did not know, this is the part I did not know. I did not know that if you were not pressing the doorbell, I had the inkling. I had the inkling. I ain't gonna act like I did not have the inkling, okay? But what I did not know for a whole fact, I'm fibbing. I knew it. I knew it, people. I knew it. Forgive the lighting in this area. I knew it. I knew you could see and hear through the bitch because they have one right in front of the elevator. So they're watching and seeing who is coming in and off the elevator. Which again is how I wonder. How I wonder. How I wonder. Any crime could be happening. And it makes me want to go into conspiracy theories, but I refuse to go there, right? So, anyway, nonetheless, it was ringing. So it sounded like the doorbell was ringing, and I was like, okay, I'm not expecting any company. And I go by the old school people, okay? I don't know how this new school goes. You just somebody knock, you answer. I don't. You call me if you coming to visit me, right? But I was like, maybe it's my brother because that's the only person that would know, would be maybe popping in on me like a surprise. Hey, hey, right? So when I go to the bell, I see the whole security guard at her desk. How am I able to see you at your desk? So if I could see you at your desk, then you could see me. What if I came to this motherfucker naked? I had on a bra. But what if I would have came naked? Like, what if I was naked? So I was like, I pressed the button. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, can you come get your key card? So this key card, they gave me, one for my son, and they're like, this key card, um, this one's for you, this one's for your son. I'm like, what difference does it make as long as it opens the door? And they're like, well, it's recorded. Why is it recorded? Like, I know it's recorded. That's why I ain't never used that damn number. Why I didn't use it? They gave me a damn code. I ain't never used that shit. Ever. You want to watch me, you gonna have to do. You gonna have to be a little bit more challenging. Same thing with the goddamn laundry shit. This is what I'm talking about. You on my email, so you just trying to monitor. You trying to monitor too goddamn much. You got me ready to go to get a ladder and take down these goddamn smoke detectors and see if you got any motherfucking devices in these bitches. Because what are you really looking for? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? You see an indigenous woman? Yes. I cook, I eat, I shit. Like, I'm a human fucking being. What are you trying to see? What do you want to see? What is so fucking entertaining? It's studying. How quickly, is humanity waking the fuck up? We're gonna have to stop the bullshit. I don't know. These are just scenarios that go through my mind, right? So anyway, I decide, let me check this mailbox, which I don't use. Like, listen, it's gonna take, you have to prove to me that you are trustworthy, okay? I'm sorry, giving me an apartment is not proof enough. I need time. I need consistency. I need time and I need consistency. I need time. I need my government to show me in time and consistency that you is for me. Because I've had a lot of people, few people, maybe not a lot, few people who have these positions of authority, who take these oaths of service. They're supposed to be serving human beings and they're serving comrades. They could care less about human beings. They're busy about lining their pockets. They could give two craps about indigenous people. They could give two craps about brown folks. They could give two craps about us. So you gotta show me. And like I said, it gotta be more than this right here. Okay? You gotta be more than this. It's gotta be time and it's gotta be consistency. So we gonna see with time and consistency. But I'm not putting on my eggs over here. I'm not gonna stop using what has shown me to be secure, what has shown me to be in support of me, and that's my god dang own P.O. box. See anything I'm saying? The U.S. Postal Service. They have shown to be consistent, okay? They have shown to be a consistent agency that I can depend on, okay? So, that's who I fucks with, okay? That's who I fucks with. And so, I don't use this, what you call it. But I did establish the free internet. The free internet before the building free internet came, right? Verizon has some free internet, which is a good opportunity because I got to meet a great customer service representative. And not only did I get to meet a great customer service representative, a dynamic woman. Yes, go us females, go us females. But I also have the opportunity to work on a debt. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me getting my debt in check, which I should not have no debt anyway because y'all in debt to me. But we ain't going to worry about those technicalities, right? We ain't going to go there. I ain't petty. That's what I'm not is, okay? I'm not as that. I'm not as that. It's Ebonics for you. Ebonics 101, okay? So, okay. This is opportunity. That's how I look at everything's an opportunity, right? I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find the silver lining and I'm gonna make it into an opportunity. So I open up the box and I see the bill there. Now she told me the bill was gonna come, and I said, okay, cool. She told me don't worry about the bill, don't pay the bill because it's gonna be free for me. But I know in my particular case and situation that even though it's free, and she told me to ignore the bills, that I do have to put something towards those bills because of a prior bill. Now, be if I did not have a bill at all, it would be different. But because I had a prior debt and I'm working on fixing my credits this way, this way is the way I'm working on it. I ain't going the other way. I'm going this way, right? Because I want to learn. How am I going to teach anybody anything if I don't know how it works? You know what I mean? So I have to go through to experience to see how it works in order to be able to teach other people, right? Yes. So anyway, I look at it, then I have another thing in the mail. So I'm like, what's this other thing? This other thing that's in this box is addressed to an apartment that doesn't even exist, which is weird as fuck. Weird is really weird. How is it addressed to an apartment that doesn't even exist? But somehow it still found its way in my box. Like, I don't know where it was at. I probably was sitting on somebody's desk. And then when they realized, what is this? Oh, Miss Bay. Oh, where's Miss Bay at? Miss Bay is at this number. Oh, well, we're going to slip it in there. I don't know why they don't slip everything in the goddamn mailboxes. Why they come to the doors, I don't know. But I do know. That's their wellness checks, right? Let's just make sure you're okay. 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 Thank you. Making sure I'm okay. I like you. So it don't even matter. Don't even matter. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. 'Cause I could go further, but I'm not. Um, so anyway, nonetheless, um, I see this other piece of paper. I open it up, and it's a threat. I open up this other piece of paper. It is a threat. Now, here's the ironic part. The ironic part is a threat from last month that I never saw. That gave me 2 weeks to provide something that really isn't necessary. Why isn't it necessary? Because what you're asking me for is supposedly to verify my identification, right? Is it really there to verify my identification, or is there some truth and accuracy to there being money, commerce attached to this piece of paper that you're asking me for? Because clearly I have already verified my identification, okay? You got my social security card, you got my fucking state ID, you got other official documents from other state agencies verifying who the fuck I am. You done did background checks, more than one background check. But you're gonna ask me for another piece of, you're gonna ask me for another proof? More proof? More proof that I am who the fuck I say the fuck I am. More proof? No, no. And then to put some urgency behind it, you're gonna threaten to take away this shit that you just gave me, you bitch ass motherfuckers. How dare you? And this is why I have trust issues with you bitch ass motherfuckers. I got trust issues with you. And not with the whole, but with there's so many fucked up individuals in the shit. Because how dare you? How dare you? Who the fuck did, first of all, who the fuck did you think you was writing this bullshit ass letter to? Second of all, how the fuck you give me something, but you act like you don't know exactly where the fuck I am? So how the fuck was I even gonna see the shit? You put a whole nother apartment number on the shit that don't even exist in the building. And why the fuck does the building have so many motherfucking addresses? I got so many questions. I got so many questions, okay, that it don't make no motherfucking sense, okay? You think I ain't asking these motherfucking questions? I just got to the point where I'm like, hey, I'm safe, I'm secure, and you want to make sure I'm all right. Well, you send me some bullshit ass letter like threatening me, then no, we're not all right. You're not all right because who the fuck you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're threatening, motherfucker? First of all, how this even came about was not man. This is not man's doing. No, I don't think there's a person that was like, you know what? We've seen the struggles of Miss Bay. And you know what? She's a motherfucking amazing person. And you know what? We want to give her. We want to help her out. You know, we want to support Miss Bay. You know, because Miss Bay is pretty awesome and shit is out of control now. And Miss Bay may be able to help, but first of all, we can't fuck with her. So let's make sure Miss Bay is okay, all right? No, that's not what happened, okay? What happened is that the divine energy did that. Me being accepting to that did that. Y'all didn't do that. A person didn't do that. That was the divine that did this. The divine did this because I literally was fighting and standing up for what is right legally and lawfully. We ain't talking about fisticuffs, okay? We're talking about mental warfare. We're talking about psychological motherfucking warfare. We're talking about legalities, bitches. This is what the fuck I was doing, right? And I didn't fold. I didn't fold. I refused to fold. And I got a letter in the midst of me coming against all of those challenges. And the letter said, guess what? You are gonna be able to have some support. We're gonna support you in finding affordable housing, and then it wasn't like, oh, instantly battle's done. Of course, yes, the battle is won. Yes, I am victorious. But the details, baby, the details. Because you know who was trying to grab that money. You know who was trying to grab that money. The same very people that I was coming up against that utilize these daggone courts. And it's like, when y'all gonna stop? When y'all gonna stop? Y'all can't do it no longer in New York State. So y'all over here doing it over here. And the our leadership, our governmental officials, they're like, we don't know what to do. We don't know what. Stand the fuck up. What do you mean you don't know what to do? Don't allow them to break the fucking law with fucking loopholes. Don't allow them to violate human being rights. Like, what do you mean? Hold accountable. Like, what do you mean you don't know? What do you mean? Look across the fucking river. You see what the fuck they doing over there? You see what Letitia's doing? You see what Eric is doing? Like, what the fuck you mean you don't know? Do what you gotta do. The fuck? I don't, yo, that punk ass shit is not good. Cool with me. You want to be a punk and then, like, I don't know the man. I don't know the man. I ain't gonna talk about the head honcho, okay? But all I know is, I know he's working to get shit in order, and it's a whole bunch of them working, and they're like, we don't know, we're doing the very best we can. Well, what you can do is just utilize the law, like the actual law. Like, you should have you should be versed in the law, especially if you are an official. It should be like, well, I hold councilman and I don't deal with legal matters. You don't have to deal with legal matters to know the law, and the whole motherfucker is accountable. What the fuck do you mean? I sit in this position and I don't deal with that. What? Am I tripping because I feel like you should be versed in the law? You don't have to know every code, okay? But you should know the major shit. You should know what the violation of a human right is. Somebody shouldn't have to detail that out for you if somebody is in a space that they have created to be a home for themselves, and you have some other people who are not the owners. They're not the owners on the paper, they're not the management team, but just because they're a certain complexion, just because they're well connected in different and organized fucking crime, you want to say they're not breaking the law. That's from the top sergeant. They're not breaking the law. The only person that can hold them accountable is the person who actually owns the space. So what are you policing? What what exactly are you riding around with your red and blue lights on for? What exactly what are you paid to do? That guy obviously is paid to eat a lot of donuts. Okay? I ain't got no water in here. I need some water because I need to ventilate because I'm part of the solution of the fucking corruption. I know I'm part of the solution of the corruption with these governmental bodies and these people that take oaths. Like you swear to serve. How do you swear to serve and you don't take that serious? How do you swear to serve? And then somebody could just dwindle something and you're just like, fuck this service shit. I'm gonna stay low. I'm gonna take whatever money anybody throws at me. And 25 years, maybe 30 years, I'll retire and nobody will know nothing. What? 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 The head sergeant of the department. Yeah. Let me tell you, I was, when I tell you that I was at war, I was at war, people. I wasn't like, oh, wait a minute. These people are, I looked it up. No, these people are not even the owners. They didn't buy this place. Who are these people? And then I went. Y'all not true gangsters. Y'all not. I physically went to the location. I went to the Brooklyn location too. The Brooklyn location is right across the street from the projects, okay, in Williamsburg, and it's a tenement building. It's not an office building, okay. It's a residential building. This is one of they spots, right? But they got a spot out here in Jersey. Yeah, they do. They got a spot in Jersey, and I went there, and they opened up the door because it was threatened by me. I look like the typical hood bitch. I ain't coming in a briefcase or a Rolls Royce. I'm coming in as a typical weave. And maybe I took an Uber. I did take an Uber there. And when I tell you this place is highly secured, highly secured. And they buzzed me in. And you know what happened when they buzzed me in? You know what I saw? I saw a whole bunch of young motherfuckers. I saw a whole bunch of boys. So they're grooming these young motherfuckers. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. How you take it is how you take it. Because right now I'm like, I don't appreciate what's going over in Israel. I don't appreciate what has happened with the gentrification. I don't appreciate any of it. I don't care. I don't care how. I just don't care. I don't care, and I don't appreciate what this particular group of people are doing. And I know it's not everybody. I know it's not everybody. I know that it is just certain individuals, but it's a lot of those certain individuals, and there's a lot of people that's capitalizing off of the injustices that they're doing. They're basically making a mockery out of our country, a total mockery out of our country and out of our nation is what this particular group is doing. In these different groups of people. Some of them wear the black hats and have the twirls. Some of them wear just a little cap on their head. But they are in every industry making a mockery. And now they're over there, overseas, trying to not even trying, killing people, just killing people, just killing children, killing people. For what reason? I don't know. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me at all. It makes no sense that you have people all over the world that's like, stop, kill. Why? Why? Just why? Why? You know that. You know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. So what's going on? What are you doing? Why? Why are you doing it? The earth is large enough for us all. There's enough room for us all. You want this particular space. Why? Because you think it's a ley line? You haven't figured nothing out about Gaia if you are really willing to kill to be in a particular ley line, because the plates shift, which means the energy shifts, which means that that shit can shift, and probably did shift it, because if it didn't shift, you probably wouldn't even be able to do the things that you're doing in there. If it was so holy, if that land was still a holy land, you would not be able to even do that, because the vibration would not allow you to, because once you were entered into that vibration, you'd be like, huh, peace. It would be like the Himalayan mountains. Do you think they have war happening in the Himalayan mountains? No. They're peaceful. They're meditating. They're at joy and they're at peace, totally detached, okay? But you're on this land and you're claiming that it's holy land. And because it's holy land, you are killing people on it. Hey, newsflash, it's not holy land, okay? It's not that. It's not what you thought it was. It's not. It's not. I tell you, it's not. Anyway, this group of people, I'm at their office. And who do I see? 20-year-olds. They don't know what shit that's going on. And then one nervous guy, Rosavado. He's like, you know, these people are always changing LLCs. You basically admit to your organized crime. But you try to appease me by saying, you can have whatever you want. Whatever big ass apartment you want. You can have it. You can have it, okay? Just tell me. Whichever you... I can have it? I can have whatever big ass apartment I want? Oh really? Oh, really? So, you motherfuckers that I fought for legally in Brooklyn, and then now, a few years later, fighting you same motherfuckers over here, and you're doing the same bullshit. You want to just laugh it off like it's nothing? How would you like if somebody came threatening your motherfucking home? How would you like it? How would you like it? Would you like it? Would you like to pack up your shit every couple of years and fucking be forced to go call some other place your home? Would you appreciate that, sir? Would you? And then you meet somebody, they're like, hey, you can have something big. I don't give a fuck about the size, okay? Because only thing that's going to happen is you motherfuckers are going to continue to do the shit until you're held accountable. So no, I'm holding you accountable because you have given me no choice but to hold you accountable. So I'll hold you accountable. And I'm going to delegate this issue and this war to teams of motherfuckers. And when they come for your asses, just like they came for your asses in New York, but when they come for your asses, because you're not going to be able to hide, you're not going to be able to hide up underneath a LLC, you're not going to be able to go into another state, like, you see these wonderful things that they call phones and devices that are, like I joked in the early part of this live, are just ways to be nosy. Well, you have those things too, and nothing you're doing is hidden. So all your shit is just gonna come out, and you're held accountable for the shit that you're doing, and then there can be some peace. Now, what's going over there overseas is horrible. It's horrible. It is horrible. It is horrible. It is ancient. It is just silliness. and it is evidence of a people that need to heal. So I pray their healing. I pray their rapid healing. I don't know how that's going to happen. There's a lot of different scenarios that, like, just recently when I said heal, went through my mind. Like, hey, even though they own a bunch of the prison system, maybe why is the prison system private? Number one, why? Why is the prison system private? Some of it, not all of it, but why is some of it private? America, 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 America. America has been selling her ass for too long. I'm just going to put it out there. America has been selling her ass for too long. Been selling your ass for too long. It's time to stop. It's time to stop prostituting yourself. You're supposed to be a beacon of liberty, of justice, of uprightness, of peace, of harmony. This is what you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be selling your ass. All the pimps out. You get all of them out. You get them all out. Get all the pimps out. All the pimps. Just get rid of them. Get rid of them. I think they're getting old anyway, and a lot of them are just, crossing over. But the ones that have passed down the pimpology, aka racism, aka just the crap of the crap that goes on in a nation that's supposed to be so great. We shouldn't have these things. We just shouldn't. It's 2024. Like, we should be on the edge of technology, which there are spaces and places for that. But then you have these other places and spaces that are so ancient. They're like stuck in time. Like, we need to rejuvenate. We need a whole new, a lot of stuff. We need to clean house, number one. Because guess what? If we don't, since you want to sell your ass, guess who's gonna come and like rule this shit? You think it's those motherfuckers that's doing that unjust shit? They will never. They will never. They can't, because they're just out of alignment. They're totally out of alignment. I don't care how much charity they do. They're out of alignment. When you feel like you have to take somebody's liberty, you feel like you have to be oppressive, when you feel like you have to do those things, you are misaligned, and that very energy that you're putting out there is bound to come back. Now you may feel, yeah, well, America is going to bring it back to us. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But because America has been pimped for so long, unless she stands up, unless she cleans her house, there is another nation that's more than willing and waiting just for the opportune time to say, hey, that are you think that you guys have multiplied? I don't care if you're inbreeding, okay? I know this particular group inbreeds, right? And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna make a lot of us, and you can never make more people than China. Can't make more people than them. There's so many of them. And they're so humble, and they're quiet, and there's more of them. There's more of them. There's more of them. There's more of them than there are of Jews. I said it. I had to say it. I had to say it. So guess what? This is what the best solution is. The best solution is do right. Stop pimping. Clean house. Clean government. Better rules. Things that are going to be supportive of humanity and human rights and just basic human needs. Let's do that. Let's heal. And that may position us to actually be the beacon, the beacon that this nation is supposed to be, which could perhaps inspire. Because if we can heal from the atrocities that we have went through here, then it makes it possible for any group of people to heal. And we know you Jews need to heal. We know you need to heal. We know that you need to heal. You need to heal. You need to treat your women better. You need to treat your children better. You need to heal. We know this. So I pray healing for you. Because if you're healed, a healthy person doesn't want to oppress somebody. A healthy person, that's disease and that's sickness. And guys need to heal. So I pray they're healing. I think that's the best solution. But trust and believe the divine has a way better plan than me. I'm just a human being. I'm just a minister. I'm just one minister. And this is just how I feel. And I'm here to do my part. I'm part of the solution. I'm not the solution. I'm just a part of it. And with that being said, I'm going to get off this live. Now you have seen the serious part of me. And it's wonderful. I think it's a beautiful balance. Deuces. I'll see if I can find this X up here and stop this live because it's getting choppy. There we go.